Hi, welcome back. On this video, we are finally going to be practicing some math and some functions, all right? So let's go ahead and start doing that right now. So I'm going to open my code editor and go and open up your JavaScript folder there. And you probably already have it open, but um, just open it if you don't. So we're going to drag from the practical app folder here. We're going to drag number 7 and we're going to open this in the browser. All right, so it should be something like this. Let me go ahead and close this here. All right, so now let's go all the way down and let's see the instructions here. So what he's saying for us to do is make 3 variables, and the first 2 could be whatever we want, and the last variable needs to be name result with no values. Second is assign variable 1 and variable 2 to variable result. So what he's saying here basically, I was just going to put a placeholder right here, variable 1, all right, and then variable 2, all right, so, and then variable 3. Let's just put another variable here so that way you can have a better. All right, so in step 2 is saying assign variable 1 and variable 2 to the variable result, right? So that's going to come here. And then it's going to say, then it says use an alert or a document write to display the variables. The final variable, the result variable. There we go. Let's make it more clear for you. That way you can do this. But I'm pretty sure that you can do this. All right. So follow these instructions. Pause the video. Follow these instructions. And if you have any issues, watch my other video and then come back here and see if you can do it close to my code. All right. We're gonna review our code and see if they look alike. All right. So please don't cheat because you're only cheating yourself. Remember that. So pause the video. All right. So if you pause the video and you did your code, let's see what happened. All right, let's see if we got something similar. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna declare my 3 variables, and this one is gonna be called number 1, and I'm gonna assign it something different. All right, so because I always assign number 1 to 10, right? For some reason, and this one's gonna 896. Yeah, that's a strange number, right? And then it says define this variable but do not put a value basically on it, right? So we're gonna do result and not put a value on it, and then here it says I gotta add it up all together and assign it to result. All right, so how do we add things up? All right, so I'm gonna declare the variable result and then I'm gonna assign it number 1 plus, because it says add it right here, plus number 2. Remember, these are equal to those values there now. So we are adding those values basically, and we're using the variable to reference that value, right? They hold that value. Now here, we're going to use a function called document.write, because that's what it's saying here. We can use document.write or document or alert. We're going to use document.write. We're going to put a parentheses. And then what we're going to show you, what are we going to put right here in this parentheses? The last variable, the result, the sum of these 2 numbers, right? So we're going to do that and we're going to put it right here. All right, so let's see what we got. So far, we're good. Hopefully you have that. If not, pause the video and copy this down there and we'll fix your code. And let's see what we got here. All right, refresh. 935. Perfect. We are good. Now we got to jump into functions. But hopefully you understood what we did here, okay? We went over these variables and we went over math already. So you should be very, very, very accustomed to this already. We got the variables, the values there. We saved this one here for last. All right. We didn't have to actually do this, by the way. We could have just go ahead and done it like this there, result, and assign it right away. Or we could have done this, which this is the right way, by the way. I just missed it there, but we don't have to actually declare this variable here the second time. All right, it's already declared for us. And if you go here and refresh, it still works the same. Okay, so now let's jump into functions. Now that we've done with number 7, let's go to number 8. Right here, number 8, and let's drag it here and take this off. Let's bring our page here. Let's go to functions. All right, let's come down here And let's read what it says here. So now make an empty function, name it whatever you want. Wow, we're gonna make a whole function here. You should know how to do that. If not, you're gonna get some practice on here, because I want you to go back to that video and watch it, and then we can compare the code. I don't want you to wait for me. If you don't know how to do it, try to do it as much as you can without looking at anything. And if you can still not do it, go back to the video about functions and learn it, and then come back here and do it. And then we can compare our code. It's a lot better like that, trust me. Step number 2 is saying inside the curly brackets of the function, we're gonna declare a variable called message, and assign any string. Look, this is where I correct my grammar, guys. And any string you want, maybe like a message of some sort. This guy is being a smarty pants right here with his message thing. Step 3, inside the function, also place an alert function and place the name of the variable you just made inside the function, inside the alert. Well, whatever, inside, you understand what he says, right? Step 4, now call the function. If you don't, the function will not start. Remember that from the videos? We call the function with what? The function name. Don't tell nobody. Now open this page and refresh. I'm gonna let you do this. Go ahead and do it. Do not cheat. Again, if you have problems, go watch that other video and come back, all right? I'm gonna be right here waiting for you. Hopefully you were able to do that. If not, we are going to get some more practice on it right now, all right? So let's go ahead and define, let's make a function right here. Function, and we're gonna name it whatever we want, because that's what it says. So add some, actually no, alert. We got to be descriptive with our functions, right? Alert some message, parentheses, curly brackets, and that's it. We're done with the function right now, but let's put whatever. Let's go follow the step 2. Inside the curly brackets, declare a variable called message. All right, so I'm gonna declare the variable like this, message, and then saying to assign it any string I want. So I'm gonna assign it with this, with assignment operator. Some quotes, I can put single quotes in here too. Doesn't matter, I like double quotes. Semicolon, close it, and then say, hey, dear student, I hope you are learning. All right. So that's the message, and then it says inside the function also place an alert, and place the name of the variable you just made inside. Okay. All right, if you see what I'm doing here, this is the way you got to think in programming. You got to think, taking it step by step. You make the function, you put the variables, you do the alert. It goes from the top to bottom, and make sure you don't skip steps. Programming, everything has to be precise. If not, it does not work. Now, step number, I want you to get this idea. That's why I write the steps down, so you can get that logic in there. If you don't learn the logic, you won't learn programming well. Now, call the function. So we're going to call the function alert some message with the name of the function, parentheses, and the semicolon. And hopefully this works, all right? Because that's one thing about programming, that sometimes you make mistakes, you don't even see it. Let's refresh. And boom, dear student. You see, I always make grammar mistakes. You know what I think it is? Is that I think so fast, I think I wrote it down already. I don't know, something like that. I don't know if you can relate. Dear student, I hope you are learning. All right, so we made a function, and we did some good things there. I think we're good with this. I think the time is right. I'm gonna divide, and we're gonna do the other practice in another tutorial, another video, because this one got a little long already, and I don't want to keep you. So on the next video, we're gonna do event handlers, all right? And if we got some more times, we'll do some, because event handlers are gonna be a little longer than this. And after that, we're gonna do arrays and printing arrays, and we're doing some other custom functions that I want you to practice on. All right, so anyway, thank you so much for watching this video. Hopefully you got this right. If not, just go ahead and pause the video and try it again, and try it 100 times until you get it. It doesn't matter, but once you get it and you know you're good, nobody can take that away from you. Knowledge is power, baby. So let's go ahead and do it. See you in the next lecture.